Billy, first things first, you've had time to digest what happened at Coventry. What are your thoughts looking back on that game now?
Yeah, it was disappointing. Hopefully it's just an off day at the office. Individual errors, and collectively it was a total turnaround from Tuesday night against Middlesbrough, where everyone was on top of the game and couldn't have really picked anything out from the game negative from it. But then obviously at the weekend you couldn't really take many positives apart from, I'd say, Wes kept the score down. So that's really disappointing. We've spoke about it this morning. We've gone through what we didn't do, and it can't happen again. We've spoke about the Derby performance and the Millwall performance, where we was pretty flat and had an off day, but we went 1-up away from home, did the hard part, but then lost control of the game and lost, like I say, as individual battles, which then led to a performance that was not acceptable. And like I say, we spoke about that, and there was words said after the game. And the beauty about football is another game in 2 days' time, which is going to be another incredibly hard game, but one that we can put right and hopefully keep ourselves in the playoffs after that game. Obviously that's where we got a little bit lucky with the results elsewhere going for us, and it just made things a lot tighter. And I think it's one of the tightest playoff races for years, so it's exciting, but we need to make sure that we get back on track and get a performance and, more importantly, a result on Wednesday night.
It's confusing on the outside, having been at the Middlesbrough game and you were playing so well, to have the high of that to the low of Coventry. Can you explain how it happens that players can collectively have an off day rather than just the odd one or two, or is it just one of those things that is inexplicable?
We was the total opposite on Saturday against Coventry to what we was against Middlesbrough, and we've gone through the running stats, blah blah blah, and it wasn't as though we didn't try or work hard or sprint. We've been told that we did, but it was moments in the game where obviously the first goal just comes from absolutely nothing, and it's them type of goals haven't been coming recently, and we look really solid. And Wes thinks he could do better with the first one, but Wes has been, he's been different class, and yeah, it's good that he thinks he could have done better with the first one, but we wasn't going to get a result the way we played individually and collectively, as you say.
I assume it hurts all of you, but just talk about you for a minute. At the twilight of your career, if I can put it like that, does it hurt you more because you want to get as much out of the latter end of your career, when it's reaching the business end?
Yeah.
Do you feel it more?
Yeah. And you go in at 1-1 at half time, and that was really disappointing, because if we'd have just got it right for another 10 minutes, I feel, whatever wasn't quite going right, the manager could have, sorted us out. But I think we come out second half, I think we started all right, and then from nothing again, the goal goes in, and that's the thing that hurts, that we didn't look then like we were going to get back in it, and that was a disappointing thing. All right, I think I had a volley which Moro saved, and Sander might have had a shot, but it might have looked like we wasn't trying, but we was, and it just, on that day, they was really good. You have to give credit to Coventry. They played probably one of their best. We've spoke to a few of their lads, and they said that was up there with one of their better performances. And not making excuses, but that is the Championship sometimes, because they, like I say, we spoke to them afterwards, and they said they got beat 5-0 against Luton and then went and beat Fulham 4-1. They went and lost to Luton before they beat us 4-1. So it can happen. We just need to make sure that if we are going to get where we want to be this season, that it doesn't happen again for the last 11, 10 games, whatever it is.
Of course you have to dissect the performance on Saturday, but it's important you look at the big picture as well, isn't it? There's got to be a sense of realism here.
Yeah, it can't be a hangover going into Wednesday. We've said, we had the words after the game, and we've spoken about it this morning as professionals, and everybody knows they can look in the mirror and realise that we wasn't good enough on the day. So we can't do anything about that one now. So we need to move on to Wednesday and try and get a result against Blackpool, which is a very similar game to the Coventry one. They're very energetic, physical, and they'll give us a right good game because they're still in with a shout as well.
I want to talk about you a bit now because, you know, you're playing regularly, you're starting every game. We know about the injuries. Do you feel a bit more pressure because of that in terms of how you manage yourself, look after yourself? I know you've spoken in the past about the way you've modified your game a little bit, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch, because you are short of options at the top end all over, really. Do you feel that you've got to be really honest with the manager if you feel a little knock, that you've got to put your hand up and say, look, I can't continue, I've got to come off?
Yeah, I've spoke to him, I've said to him, you know, when I got rested a few weeks ago, I didn't need it, and I've said to him, you know, we've got to have that relationship where if I need an extra day off, I can be able to come to you, but I don't like having days off. I like to be out there on the training pitch, and I know then I'm ready for the game if I've trained. If I've missed training, then maybe that's when I shouldn't be playing at the weekend, but no, I feel as fit as I've ever done, so touch wood, that continues, and I love it when the games are thick and fast because the training is light, which then, you know, when you're playing 3 games in a week, you're getting fitter and stronger anyway. So, and obviously if you can get on the score sheet, like I've said many times in my career, when you're scoring, it's hard not to score. So hopefully you can get back on the score sheet Wednesday to help us get a result.
Is scoring goals now as easy as it ever has been for you?
I've always said if I play regularly, I'll score goals, and I'm lucky at the minute. I'm playing, well, not lucky, but I'm working hard to make sure I'm playing every week. And when the team plays like they did against Middlesbrough, I fancy to score most games because we create a lot of chances. And obviously, Morgs has been a revelation since he signed, and he's creating a lot of things for me. And like I say, we still created chances against Coventry. We scored 1 goal, and obviously there was a few bits where me and Morgs didn't quite get each other in, but on a different day, like I say, against Middlesbrough, it did happen, and we scored. So hopefully we can have no more injuries, because that's been a real issue since the turn of Christmas, and we've lost some big players and big characters. But apart from Saturday, fair play to the boys who have waited and been patient and come in. They've took the shirt and put in the performances. So hopefully, like I say, that was a one-off against Coventry, and we can go on another unbeaten run again now to the end of the season.
Are the amount of injuries a worry for the rest of the group as to what it might mean for the rest of the season, the knock-on it might have?
Yeah, but can't let it be an excuse. Yeah, we might have to modify training a little bit to make sure we don't get any more, but I think the manager mentioned about the training pitch, which we've had that since I've been here as a kid, so I don't know. It is an issue, and like I say, we've lost big players, big characters, but that's what you have a squad for. And I'll admit, I thought our squad was too big at times, but it's proved now. You know, you need it. You need the players. The young lads are getting their chance, and it's about stepping up when you get that opportunity. And you know, I think now until the end of the season, there'll be a few more opportunities for people. So we just need to be ready and make sure that they can contribute to help the team get the results that we need.
And you were one of those young lads once. Is it strange for you to be almost like the father figure in the squad now?
Yeah, I was hoping I could get on the score sheet on Saturday, so I could have high-fived Ollie Blaster to just like he did when he was a ball boy a few years ago. There was a photos going round of me high-fiving him after, I think it was Oxford, maybe wrong, after I'd scored and he was a ball boy, and I've been there as well. So hopefully he can get on the pitch soon and we're celebrating goals together rather than him a ball boy or on the bench. But no, it's good. It's with the manager who it is now, he knows a lot of them, and they must be chomping at the bit because of the injuries, and like I say, they need to be able to take the chance when it comes along. So I think there will be more chances for more of them going forward.
Are you envious in some respects that these kids are just starting out? I know you want to play forever,
yeah,
but there must be times where you look at them and think, oh, do you know what, in some ways I'd love to be at the start of the journey again, to do it all again.
Yeah, I'm double their age, but no, I'm happy the way my career's gone and with the way it's going now. But yeah, I know I'm at the back end of my career now, and people used to say to me, like the Jack Lessers and the Stuart McCalls, enjoy it because you'll miss it when you stop playing, and they still say that to me now. So, but I've still got plenty of time left because I know Maka played till he was 39 and a half here. So, hopefully I can sign a 3-year deal in the next month or so.
As soon as you brought it up, have you moved ahead with any discussions on that front?
Hopefully after today, I've got a meeting, so hopefully I can get it tied up. For the security of myself and my family, but for more importantly, so I know where I am next year. I feel as though I've contributed heavily this season with 15 goals. Don't know how many assists, but with assists as well.
I think it's into double figures, isn't it?
Not quite, I don't think, but I'm
not far off.
Yeah, not far off. And I want to be here next year, so it'll make me even happier if I can, because I know for a fact I'll be in this position next year when I've scored goals, and I'll be wanting another year after that. So that's my aim. Once I've got this one sorted out, I want to fight for the next one, which I'll try and do.
So once you leave here, you're going to sign a new contract. Is that what you're telling us?
I'd love to. I only need a pen, but now I've got a meeting with somebody, so. I just want to know what the thoughts are. The manager said to me he wants me here. I've told the manager I want to be here. So I don't know what the issue is. So hopefully it gets sorted out, yeah.
Good news. Because there's still certain targets that you've got your sights set on, isn't there? Your granddad's hero, Jimmy Hagan. In terms of league goals scored, you're what, 2 behind now?
2 more, yeah. So.
And those things mean a lot to you, don't they?
Yeah, every goal means a lot to me, but this one, my granddad used to talk about him a lot, and he was his hero, and he's not here to see it, but I'll be proud if I can get there.
I want to ask you about your hunger, desire. I loved watching you against Lee Peltier against Middlesbrough. Clearly that fire in your belly is still there. I don't know what the history is between you two. Maybe there isn't any, or whether it was just on the night, but you seem to be more and more enjoying yourself out there, getting involved with the fans, whether it's home fans, away fans. Is that something that's in you to make sure you squeeze every last drop when you're out on the pitch?
Apart from goals, that's something I will miss, whether it's my fans supporting me or the away fans giving me stick. Lee Peltier, I've got nothing against him at all. I know him.
What was that all about then?
I don't know. I just second half I knew they'd come out with more hunger than they did first half, and we said, manage the first 10 minutes, and I just thought it was a little bit of a marker to put down to say that, we're leading and we want more, and we're not going to back down. And he thought I did a little bit too much when he went to ground, and then he came into my face, which.
You don't do.
He was right in front of the old manager, and I know he was desperate to get involved. But no, it was nothing, and we shook hands afterwards. And I know him anyway. He's a great lad, and we had a laugh about it afterwards. But it was just stupid, really. Both got yellow card, which was petty. So, but yeah, it's part of the game, and I will miss that part.
Trip to the seaside next. What do you expect from Blackpool? They've had a great season, haven't they? Coming up from League One under Neil Critchley to get the amount of points they've got, and they're not out of the conversation either, are they, for the top 6?
No, we've talked about this. We're in the top 6. It's up to us now, and we could have almost put Coventry out of it, and we didn't, which they're still in it, and it's another game where we'd like to think we could put space between us and Blackpool, but they're obviously going to think that this is a game where we can claw it back a little bit. So I expect it to be another end-to-end game. I'm sure the wind will be swirling like it always is, and they'll be right up for it because, like I say, they're still in with a chance. So we need to make sure that we're ready and put in a performance more like we did against Middlesbrough than we did against Coventry.
Beat you here, of course. A warning there that if you're not at it, you can easily take a tumble.
Yeah, the manager keeps saying that to us. When you're on, like not many people can match you, and when we do have an off day, it gives an opportunity for teams to get the tails up, and that's exactly what happened against Coventry. And like I say, hopefully 5 or 6 of us had the off day and it came at once, and we can put that behind us now and move on, like I say, go on another unbeaten run like we was before.
Last one from me, obviously international break coming up. How important is it that, I'm not saying you've lost momentum, but to go into that fortnight on the back of 2 positive performances now?
Yeah, I just wanted to get that little bit of a breather so we could go away from home, get the point, and then win his home games. I think for 2-3 months now we've been having to win games, and we went there on Saturday to try and win the game like we always do. And I'm sure that's what we're going to do on Wednesday night. So if we can get 6 points from the next 2 games, we'll be delighted with what's gone on before it, and we'll be in pole position to achieve what we want to achieve with, what will it be, 8 games to go. So the last part to dig in, and hopefully can end it on a successful season for us, for everyone.